guys, good morning. As you know, every Monday the teachers stop here for 33 minutes to talk just in English with you and have some motivation strategies. From the past last Mondays, since April in 2019, we've been recording a lot of classes related to secrets to be happy and secrets about life. Why some people are so happy and other people are so sad. Why in this planet some people are so rich and other people are so poor. And I always ask these questions. And ask questions is important for you to question your life, yeah? To see and find the answers. The answers is around books, videos in YouTube. You can have your answers, your questions answered, yeah? It's just a matter of if you want to question, if you are a seeker, if you need these resolutions. Some people don't question, some people just live the life and let the life live, yeah? And some people are sad with the situation that they want to know. So I'm not here to give you answers. I'm just here to give you some tips and clues how I domain my life, how I come with motivation. How am I a motivational person? How am I happy most of the time? This is very important to know, because if you are happy 100% of the time, you must be crazy or an avatar or an ET, because nobody's super perfect all the time. So of course I'm sick sometimes, I'm sad, I have these moments of sadness, but we have to learn how to deal with these moments, okay? Lidar. And this leadership of your life is super important. We have already talked about organizational competence in order to organize your life and put the priorities. We have already talked about personal competences, where you know about yourself, your limits, yeah? We have talked about expectations of others, how not to expect too much from people, yeah? How to plan your life. We have already talked about this motivation, where it's up to you, yeah? Depends on you, so you can decentralize what you don't have to do, yeah? Or what you don't like to do, and centralize everything you need, because every time we have focus in what we want, we achieve. The problem is that we are sharing this energy with things that we don't want, yeah? Or looking at areas of your life that's super solved. For example, if your sociability is super solved, you have friends, you don't need to focus in this every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, yeah? Going out, dancing and drinking with friends, that's super nice, but this is a way of refugee. We have already talked about this, the refugees, when you don't want to see the distractors, yeah? Too much, more than 1 hour of TV, more than 1 hour, that's too much, that's over. So we're talking about balance too, that's one of the secrets. So between these Mondays that we have talked about, yeah, I've already talked about so many issues and items that makes you feel happy. And today I brought a new idea for you, that's leadership competences. And leadership competences is all to do with you and yourself. You leader yourself. The other day I heard a sentence from Warren Buffett. I like Warren Buffett very much. And he says, you don't need to be more intelligent than people. You just need to have more discipline. So the idea is not the one that studies more or the one who's more intelligent, but it's the person that has discipline and has more leadership. Because when you have leadership of what you eat, you have leadership of how you exercise, you have the leadership of yourself, you command yourself. You decide if you're going to work 8 hours or 12 hours, or if today is necessary to work 16, yeah? And study 4. So you decide what's good for you. You decide when you wake up. You decide if people is going to hurt you or not. It's all in your command. You deliver for people what doesn't belong to you. Belongs pertencer. So what doesn't belong to you, you just deliver to other people. Like I said to my mom. My mom the other day told me, you never come home to visit me. Well, I am married and I have a family. I do love my mother and I visit her once a week to have a 15 minutes coffee, yeah? Sometimes 1 hour. It's not that I don't like her. I'm grateful for everything she's done, and the best way I can do this is living my life and showing her that I am independent, right? So I don't need her money, I don't need her time, I don't need her. And that's the same. The father and the mother must be completely decentralized from son and daughters. Otherwise, you don't have prosperity money, you don't have prosper to find a good relationship. Understand that people who lives with father and mother, yeah? United States, when you are 18, you have to go out of the house in order to have your life, in order to be happy. And this connection between mom and dad sometimes hurt us because mom and dad must be unnecessary. Unnecessary mothers and fathers bring prosper sons and daughters. But sometimes we don't understand this because here in Brazil is too much love, yeah? We love too much, we want to stay together and take care, and then your son is 30, 40, and never get married, never find a good person, or never prosper in life, never find a good job. Why? Because unconsciously they want to stay there with mom and dad in order to be protected, yeah? Well, I just cut this relation since I was 21, yeah? And my father told me, I am rich, you are not, go find a job, yeah? And during university, I was doing law school because I'm a lawyer, and I already started being a teacher in other schools. So I'm telling you this because I'm not from a perfect family, yeah? I have brothers and sisters who had different interpretations of the same education we had, yeah? It's always the same interpretation and different brothers and sisters. Why? Because we are different people, we have different backgrounds, we have different spirits, and that's why we are completely different. Even brothers and sisters, yeah, raised up in the same family, raised up as criados, yeah. So we are talking about different people. Okay, I said this to you because my mom complained, yeah. She complained I wasn't visiting her, and I told her I'll be there next Monday. Don't you worry. But in this moment, I need to take care of my life, and my life means my husband, my daughter. And when she says, you have to, you must, I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna get sick, or all these emotional sentences, I tell her, Mom, this is your baggage, this is your luggage, stay with you. I love you, but stay with this to you. Don't trespass this to me. And I do this with my husband too, yeah? Because I'm here making my best, doing my best, having a good dinner and being the house clean for him with a good environment, and we talk. And when suddenly he comes with a bad mood, yeah, or raise the tone up of the voice, or do something that's different, I just say, well, this is your luggage, this is your baggage, stay with you, I'm not going to take care of this, yeah? So all the time we have discussions and arguments with people, you have to observe, you have to be calm in order to see this and say, well, this is yours, this is not mine, and stay with what's yours. And this is very good because it's freedom, yeah? You free yourself from other people's thoughts, judgments, and likes, because people are crazy. We don't know. We have to symbolize now. Oh, you don't like me. Well, this is your problem. That's not mine. Turn off the television. Turn off the channel. Yeah. Well, you don't like the way I speak. You don't, whatever. Yeah. Objections and opinions of other people. If I glue this color in me, I'm gonna suffer, yeah? If I glue my mother's opinion about this, I'm not gonna have a weekend, yeah? If I glue these people's opinion on me, if I really think what my husband, my daughter, or other people says about me is true, yeah? Of course, I'm going to understand as a critic and try to think about this with care and love, and if they're really correct, of course, I'm going to correct myself, but you know some people that's super crazy. The other day, the guy said to me, your dad is a virgin. Your dad is a virgin. I said, well, this is his. That's not mine. I'm not going to pay attention to these. Yeah, people are completely crazy in the traffic. Yeah, sometimes you get sad. You go out of the house and you get sad in the traffic. So you say, well, I should stay in my house. Yeah, I shouldn't go out, because when you go out, you get stressed. In traffic, people are crazy. They horn. They say, motherfucker, you are not a motherfucker, yeah? That's what people think about you. And what people think about you is what? A confession. We have already said about this, yeah? What people think about you belong to them, belong to their reality, not yours, yeah? The other day, the girl said to me, you must be lesbian. I say, yes, of course, lesbianism must be in your head. That's why you think I'm a lesbian, because I know I'm not. And I've already tried kissing girls before getting married. So that's not something that I really know about this. And this doesn't glue in me, yeah? But the opinion she has about me being a lesbian confess that she has lesbianism inside her. Either her or her mother, somebody from her family, she has this opinion inside her, yeah? So that's hers, not mine, yeah? So pay attention to all this, because sometimes you are giving your best and working your energy in order to be happy, and sometimes things from out, yeah, people and events that happens make you feel hurt. So let's check and let's focus in the leadership competences that's related to all the competencies you have in order to leader yourself, how to deal with yourself, deal e lidar, okay? The first one, you have to learn how to connect with yourself in order to deal, negotiate. We have to learn how to do this, yeah? Conciliations. This is in the justice already. Before the judge judges, they sit down and try conciliation. What's the conciliation? You tell your story, the other person tell hers. You try to see the other person's stories from her point of view, and you try to see the other person try to see your story from your point of view. It's different point of views. Of course, it's different opinions, and we are egoistical, yeah? The human being don't care. I want this to me. Fuck, yeah? And we try to enter in something like a dealing, lidar, negociar. And you are going to lose, and at the same time, you're going to win. You win and lose at the same time, because you can't win all the time, yeah? So that's first number one. When you want to be a leader, that's not a leader from a multinational company. Of course, it can be too, but I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about, first of all, you to be the leader of yourself. This is super important. When you leader yourself, leadership is inside you when you can leader yourself. And when you leader yourself, you acquaint, yeah? You conquista this. You conquer happiness. And after you conquer happiness, you can transpass this to others and help others. Because before you take care of you, it's impossible to try to take care of another person. So you say to yourself, you don't exercise, you don't pay attention in your diet. Do you pay attention in your diet every day? Do you exercise every day, 1 hour a day? So we don't even do this to us, yeah, with discipline. And we want to teach other people how to do it. We are crazy, yeah, guys. So the first one is this. Learn how to mediate things, how to conciliate, how to work with these dealings, okay? Acordos. The next one is when you have strategic planning. If you're not a good planner about your agenda, you can't plan a team or a family. A leader is a person who has everything planned and decentralized. I know that my husband's gonna take the trash out, and I know that I'm responsible for cooking. My daughter is responsible for washing. I don't centralize everything in me because we share bills 50-50. What's the problem of sharing the household tasks? As tarefas de casa. So I'm talking about this domestic thing, but at the same time, you can put this into a bank or a multinational company. Who are good leaders? People that know how to negotiate and people that knows how to plan, and they have strategic planning. They have plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, because they already worked with this in their personal life. They already tried to have a flirting and a plan B boyfriend and a plan C boyfriend just in case they get hurt. And with this, of course, now they're married, they don't have husband A, husband B, but with this, you try to work with your planning. You don't get hurt, you don't get sad with events or emergencies because you are already prepared. This is one of the tops of people. Now, to be prepared, you need to work, darling. You need to sweat, yeah? I don't want to be sad when I open my closet and it's going to be disorganized. Okay, you know that all the time that you open your closet and it's disorganized, you don't feel good. And because of this, I'm going to organize. I know that all the time that I switch on, ligar, switch on or turn on, my lights and the light's not working. So I'm going to work on this and sweat a little bit to change the light bulb in order for me when I turn on next time, I'm not going to get stressed. Now, you enter in your house and the switch on, the switch off is never working, the light's not working, and the closet is organizing. This is stress you. And because you know that it's stress, or if you didn't understand that it's stress yet, perhaps you're going to live a life until you find it, but darling, some people need some ears to wake up. So that's all related to this. Now, you can't be a good leader if you don't have motivation. That's top number 3, okay? I'm going to talk about 10 topics today. And number 3 is the motivation. How do you motivate yourself? With a music, with a mantra, you meditate, you go to a religion, you know that life is good, you point your positive aspects, you list what you don't focus in what's negative. I don't know how you're going to keep yourself motivated. We have already talked about this in other classes. But here, The most important is to motivate others, yeah? Because if I am motivated by myself, I'm going to motivate my husband. Oh, how good looking you are today, yeah? Osvaldo gets really happy when I say this, yeah? I come to Maria Julia and I say, you are so intelligent, you are so organized, you are so happy, you're so beautiful, and she believes in these words, yeah? But these must be true words, and you can just sing and say good things to people, darling, when you are good with yourself. This is impossible. I've already been into bad mornings where I don't want to look at anybody's face, and I don't want to say that Maria Julia is beautiful in that day, okay? I don't want to talk to my husband. I don't want to even see his face. I know about this, but when you motivate yourself, you know how to motivate yourself, you immediately motivate others with a good smile and good morning, how are you doing? Life is beautiful, yeah? Did you have a bath? Did you sleep today? Do you have a bed? That's wonderful, darling. Stop focusing on this negative, because you don't have this, you don't have that, because my friend has and I don't, yeah? This is too low. You gotta grow up a little bit more in your energies, yeah? And pay attention to the musics you're listening, because some of them put you up and a lot of them put you down. So, related to the next one is when you learn how to learn, yeah? You are ready for changes, because in these changes, you know that's an opportunity to learn. Now, if you see that every change, you are inflexible, you don't know how to learn new things, you are always having the same flavor of ice cream, you're always sitting in the same place, you're always having the same way, your life becomes a routine and there's nothing new, and then you don't learn anything. And life is there 24 hours a day in order for you to learn, and you just learn when you suffer. This is formula. So I'm telling you that in order to be a better person, you are going to suffer. It can be by money, by friends, emotion, people, death, health, saúde, morte, I don't know, but something's gonna knock on your door. So the idea is to be prepared, and you're gonna be prepared with learning, ready for changes, because this change is gonna teach you something. So when I bankrupt, fali, and I had to close my 3 schools, I stopped. Of course, I cried. When I lost my baby, my first baby, I cried too. But after 2 or 3 days, we have to look at the problem in a different angle and say, what do I have to learn with this? Yeah? Do I have to learn about proud, about credibility? I don't know. I had to learn something about that. Yeah? I was depending too much about a baby, too much about money, and life took this out of me in order for me to learn, or life teaches me how to live without this. People and things. But this is my case. The question is, what are your lessons? What have you learned so far? Which problems have you passed through that you have learned so far with this? Because life is a teacher. Life is the best teacher, yeah? You can call life or God, okay? It's the teacher of the teachers, because we are going to learn from this. So be prepared for changes. Be prepared for tornadoes, yeah, that's gonna come to your life, and it's okay, you're gonna solve, and it's gonna pass, and everything's gonna be all right, okay? So the next one is persuasion. If you know how to persuade and not makes people do things for you with arguments, yeah? Because there are a lot of people who knows how to do this very well, yeah? I'm sick, go to the drugstore for me, I have a cold, I have this ache, do this for me, please. And people are begging all the time. This kind of people are vegetables. We have already talked about them. You have to cut them, because they don't make any learning for you, yeah? They just sugam from you. So we are talking about people that know how to persuade an argument with good facts, not opinions. People that come to you and say, listen, we have this and this problem, let's solve this way, so let's share, and with this you're gonna help me solve, yeah? So be there for me, and one day I can be there for you, yeah? For example, your neighbors. If you don't talk to your neighbors, you are committing suicidal, because one day you're gonna need them for an emergency, okay? And it's not because you're gonna need them. They are people, yeah? They deserve, eles merecem a good morning. Oh, look, I did some lasagna. Do you want half of my lasagna? Be friends, be connected, yeah? Because both can use each other. So we're talking about friends, neighbors, colleagues from work, because there are people that don't talk to others, yeah? They just live in a desert island. This is better for me because I don't want to talk to people. You are egoistical. You don't want to talk to people. I think people are less than you, or you are over people, or I don't know, people are better than you sometimes, so you don't want to talk to people. This is a sickness, yeah? To be shy, to be timid is a sickness, uma doença. You have to treat this. I'm not talking Timid people, shy people, they learn a lot because they listen, they observe, they learn a lot by observing. But you are selfish, you are egoistical because you don't teach this to people. It's super important to teach to people what you observe, because happiness, darling, the secret of happiness is donate happiness and then you receive. You give happiness and then you receive. That's the secret of life. The secret is not life because my husband is a doctor, because I have a farm, because the other day we got the helicopter, and because I bought some things for me. That's ridiculous. That's empty. And you know about this, yeah? Transform people's life. That's one of our missions. Again, it's my mission, your mission. Teach people what you know. Do you know how to wash very nice dish? Teach people how to do that. The one that wants to learn, yeah? Teach and transform people's life in order to, when you give happiness, you're going to receive happiness, okay? The next point after persuasion, how to persuade people with arguments and facts, not opinions, yeah? You have to learn how to be an influencer. And to be an influencer for the good part, of course, there are people that use this for the bad, yeah? So good leaders influence people to smoke, to drink, to let's have sex, let's make an orgy, yeah? For the bad parts, and I can influence people to the good parts too. I can influence them to change their lives, to find new areas, to shoot for new aims, novas targets, not novas metas. I can tell them that they are beautiful today, that they can do better than that they're going to achieve that, yeah, because I know, I trust, I believe in you, yeah. So some words, some small words, you can help people, because word is feeling, you can transform. But no, you have this talent of influencer and you don't influence people in a positive way. So imagine what's going to happen to you. So if you want to be a good leader person and first leader yourself in order to lead others, the point is to be a good influencer. Finally, you're going to have the confidential development. When I trust you, trust is confiar, you are a reliable person, or people say reliable person. I can rely on you. I can trust you. Consigo acreditar em você. Why? Because you are a punctual person, disciplined, organized. I see this in you. I believe in your words, yeah? You're not a completely disorganized person that's unpunctual, never on time, yeah? I believe in your personality, and because of this, you can develop trust. And when you develop trust in people, people trust you, people rely on you. And this is super important in order to be a good leader, okay? Directing, you must know how to direct people and teach them in a fast and practical way. There are a lot of teachers here online, for example, that teach one thing that can take like 5-10 minutes. They make 1 hour class, yeah? This is not practical. People don't have time to watch 1 hour class. So we're talking about the same content that you're going to teach in 1 or 2 hours, you can put in 10 or 15 minutes. Now, some people don't do this because they want to show that they are better. They want to show that what they know is super difficult. No, it's super practical. Because if you can teach a little kid the same thing you can teach an adult, yeah? If you can teach an adult and at the same time teach a small kid, you are a good teacher. Otherwise, you're not a good teacher. I'm talking about not teacher, English teachers, about anything. I can teach you how to be happy, how to wash good plates, good dishes, how to clean a house very well, whatever, how to train, yeah? How to be a good leader and so on. So this starts to direct people to the right spot in a practical way. And this is going to create a vision. Create a vision. When you create a vision about people, that's when you are giving them the directions, you are giving them the way, the path, o caminho. And people get what? Motivated and not lost. You tell them, here, try this one. I've already tried it. Let's see if it's good for you. Now, if it's not good for you, you can find another way, yeah? But copying is easier, yeah? From that people that's already having success. With this, you're going to be a good leader. You're going to learn how to leader. And learn how to leader when you learn how to deal with people. Lidar com pessoas, because people is very difficult. Staff is much more difficult than clients and customers, yeah? So we are talking about learning how to talk to people, learning how to deal, lidar with people, because you already look at the person and you say, she's this kind of person, so I have to learn how to deal with all this kind of people. People don't have to learn how to deal with me. I am responsible to learn how to deal with the people, okay? And with this, you're going to clarify your values. This is super important. So this is my principles: honesty, integrity, truth, and you can tell what's necessary: family, security, what are your values. And with this, you start the limits, to put the limits to people in order to say, no, not this time, sorry, okay, I can't today, because family is super important for me in this moment, and I have a meeting with my family. My son is waiting for me, yeah, and you can say no to people. When you start to input and clarify your values to other people, including people in your family and friends, they already know. My friends don't call me to go out and have drinks and dance, because they know I'm not going. Now, if they're gonna make a barbecue or a place where I can take my daughter, Maju, I will go. And they already know about this, so they don't even ask me any more questions about this, because they know that I'm gonna go in a program where my husband and my daughter can be with me. Otherwise, no, I'm not going. So I clarified this to my friends and family, so the new invitations don't come anymore. And it's super important to say this to your team. I don't work at night, because at night I pick up my daughter at school and I want to stay with her. This is my decision. It doesn't have to be your decision, but I'm telling you that nobody asked me to give classes at night, period, because I am a mother. So I'm telling you an example of my life, and I can give you an example of my husband, who puts limits for me. So he says, I love sports and I love football, and every Sunday morning I'm going to my football with love and care. Graziella, let me go. And he goes, and I do something else. I do my spiritual habits on Sunday morning. And it's okay, we meet each other for lunchtime, and we are happy, we miss each other, yeah? But step forward, yeah? Forward, backward, forward, backward. Step forward and say, what are your limits based in your decisions? Show people what are your values, and show them what are your principles. Life gets much easier, okay? And the last one, you gotta learn a little bit of coaching, just in case you want to know how to be a good leader, okay? Because the coaching is gonna teach you some tools, ferramentas, in order to get the best from people, yeah? Help people decide, help people stop being so mimizentos, yeah? And when you have a team, it's super important. The team can be your family, yeah? Can be your friends or your company. So after the personal competences and the organizational competences, we are saying all the leadership competences these classes, okay? So I'm going to repeat all of them. Number 1, conciliation, know how to deal with people, lidar. Number 2, strategic planning, know how to plan your life, super important, and plan in order to be an organized person. Number 3, motivations, you gotta have motives in order to have actions. That's number 3, if you want to have what? A good leadership of your life and others, okay? Number 4, you have to learn how to change, make changes, and learn from these changes. You got to be open for new ideas and new changes, because life is going to change, all right? Number 5, we're talking about persuasion, how to persuade people with good arguments. That's not opinions, facts and numbers, okay? Next, number 6 is the influence, when you make the influence to other people, when you influence in a positive way, not a negative way, because if you are a good leader, you have to pay attention. It's a big responsibility, because you can influence people in a negative aspect as well. Number 7, you have to develop your confidence. The confidence you have in you is going to trespass credibility to other people. So the development of this is super important, with punctuality, discipline, and organization, okay? Finally, you have to learn how to direct people, okay? And that's top number 9, number 8, so 12, né? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's number 9. When you have directing, when you direct people, you create a vision. When you create this vision, you are telling people the path, the way, o caminho, where they have to go. Finally, you have to learn how to lead yourself in order to lead other people. You have to learn how to bring happiness to yourself in order to give happiness to other people. First, you have to love yourself, and after, love other people. This is the right way, yes, this first one. And number 11, find out your values, your principles, and step forward and say this. Put the limits to other people. Explain them why you do it and why you don't do it. And explain them what's most important in your life. Is it security? Is it money? Is it family? Is it love? Is it God? What's in front of you? Because what's in front of you is your values, your principle, and your daily basis life is going to be based on this. And if your family, your team, or group of friends don't understand this, they're not going to respect. But you have to show them, yeah? And finally, you have to learn a little bit of coaching strategies in order to have tools to extract the best of people and teach them how to be happier and not so complaining, sem reclamar muito da vida. So that's one of the 10 steps for leadership competences. If you want to learn more competences, you have to see our last classes, motivational classes in YouTube playlist. In the YouTube playlist, you have just motivational classes in English, and then you can find personal competences, organization competences, okay? Every class we talk about something different, and next week I'll be back with more secrets of life and secrets to be happy. Stay tuned. Thank you very much for all people that watch our big classes. Just in case you don't watch the big classes, we have the smaller classes in Instagram, and it's okay because you don't have so much time. So write down some sentences that you learned today with this class, and I'm going to correct personally for you, okay? Thank you very much. It was a pleasure. Have a great week. Always thanking the good things you have and forget about the bad ones. Everything's gonna be all right. I can tell you, this too shall pass. Isso também vai passar. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, guys. See you.